Historic, timeless, classic. When it comes to home design, many prospective buyers are looking for a new home with vintage charm. It's a trend that has some builders, particularly in historic areas, looking to the past for inspiration, designing homes that reflect the history, culture, and character of their locale. But when designing a home for coastal or island communities, tasteful design isn't the only thing to consider. Builders and buyers alike are becoming more savvy about what a home on the coast needs to stand the test of time.
The control over Useppa Island's design is spread over the entire island, and that's what gives it the uniqueness. The continuity of the homes, although most of them are designed by different people, they all have a similar feel to them, that old Florida cracker style that is throughout the island. That design makes use of the extensive windows so the views come into the house as well as the large porches. And it's that sophisticated simplicity that Useppa Island has that no other community can match.
When designing a series of homes, it's always helpful to have a set of clear criteria. Because these homes are on an island, some of those criteria naturally bubble to the top. They need to be designed for maximum hurricane resistance. Because they're located in this section of Florida, they need to be designed to the old Florida cracker style. They need to be designed with low maintenance materials. They need to have universal design so you can live in the houses throughout your life. And they need to be designed to Florida green building standards.
In areas rich with history like Useppa Island, Florida, home design doesn't change as much as it evolves. Though the island has been inhabited for more than 10,000 years, it wasn't until New York advertising executive Baron G. Collier acquired the island after visiting in 1906 that it transformed into a classic turn-of-the-century getaway. Since then, the homes on Useppa have been built with distinctive old Florida style, such as the traditional cracker design which flourished in the area. Known for its casual elegance and practicality, the cracker home is now being recognized for its energy efficiency as well.
The old Florida cracker style was the style that most of the early settlers coming down to Florida and Georgia created. They were home-built houses built by the settlers as they came here. Typically they sat up on pilings, which were built out of oyster shells and cement mixed up of local materials. They had airspace underneath them. They were typically raised a foot or two above the ground so that the air could circulate below it. And they were built of all local materials. They've come back in vogue as we look more and more at green construction because they were naturally very energy efficient homes. The windows were shaded, the breezes were natural, and they were what we are now trying to accomplish with very modern materials.
In addition to efficiency, many buyers are looking for developers that use more sustainable, environmentally sound building practices.
As an environmentally conscious buyer, you really should ask your developer before buying a home, have they looked into sustainability practices? What materials do they use in their home? You know, are the materials from sustainable growing forests? Are the fixtures low flow? Is the home free of VOCs, which are toxins that are released from materials over time? Also, have they taken advantage of natural lighting and cross-ventilation breezes? So these things are good that a buyer might want to ask a developer and how they've been designed and how they've built their homes. Green design not only benefits the environment, but has economic and social benefits as well.
Builders of the newest homes on Useppa Island have begun to incorporate eco-friendly design elements into their historically inspired designs. But the island's rich history doesn't stop with its architecture.
When Roach owned the island in the late 1800s, 1896, tarpon fishing in this area was very popular. It's still popular today. John Roach actually built the inn on the end of the island, and then Baron Collier bought the island in the early 1900s, and it was occupied by the Collier family until approximately 1960. During the 1960s, the CIA took over the island, and they operated to train the intelligence officers for perhaps the invasion of the Bay of Pigs. Mariner Properties bought it in the early 74, I believe it was, and they had it in their portfolio for approximately 2 years. And they were the folks who developed Sanibel and Captiva. Gar Beckstead, who owns the island at the present time, was a partner in Mariner, and he had requested, when they weren't doing anything with the island, if it was able to be sold. And he bought it in 1976, and he's operated. And of course, you can see he's restored a lot of the island over the last 30-some years.
In August of 2004, the beautifully restored island getaway was devastated by Hurricane Charley, leaving millions of dollars in damage in its wake. Now more than ever, advanced measures are being taken to ensure that homes and buildings, both new and old, are durable enough to withstand the natural elements to which the island is exposed.
The idea is to have everything connected to the foundation, from the roof all the way down to your piers and your piles in this case. This house has 30-foot piers or piles, and they were driven 20 feet into the ground, each one. So you have a 2/3 burial depth, which provides additional stability in lieu of pouring, for example, a concrete footing and setting your posts on top of that and anchoring that way. So essentially at the very beginning, the foundation is the most critical part of the construction. And then from there we go, every step is connected to the foundation. All of your windows and doors are designed to Miami-Dade County. It lends to the durability during a high wind situation.
A home's ability to withstand natural disasters can be a major concern for buyers in coastal areas. But another concern has been on many coastal home buyers' minds, and that is an element known as universal design.
When universal design started, it was something that came to play from the ADA and the American Disability Act, and everybody who had wheelchairs needing more rights. And what has happened since then is that was such a selective way to design, so everyone started to look at it more holistically and in a greater, bigger scheme of things, and start to design for all users of all ages. In this house, we've integrated a number of universal design features, such as lever handle sets to enter and exit every room, switches that are raised at a height in case people have maybe a back injury or something, they don't need to bend over. Side-by-side refrigerators that have adjusting shelves, lever shelves that can be raised and lowered. Dishwashers that are dishwasher drawers that can be pulled in and out so if someone was in a wheelchair. But on the other hand, it is something that's helpful as well to, say, a young child can manipulate and use it on their own.
Although many of these design features are becoming available in new homes, they are not yet the standard. So real estate experts advise prospective buyers to research any new home before purchasing and to look for homes that meet or exceed local and state codes for green building, hurricane standards, and universal design.
Many of the homes on Useppa Island have hidden features that a homeowner should seriously consider before making a final decision. So if that location, view, floor plan, and style appeals to the homeowner, they should look underneath at those hidden attributes.
Looking for a beautiful new home that has substance as well as style? With VIP Structures, you don't have to compromise. VIP Structures incorporates the highest quality hurricane-proof construction, green building standards, and elements of universal design into each of their beautifully crafted, historically designed homes.
For durability, we've done the exterior of the houses entirely in hardieplank construction so that they don't swell as wood would swell, and they accept paint for years of maintenance-free finish. We've used all aluminum railings with a Kynar finish on the railings to keep them holding up in the salt atmosphere. All of our fasteners are stainless steel. All of the bolts throughout are stainless steel in the house. The decks are IPA decking, hardwood from Brazil, which will hold up to years and years of weathering. The roofs are actually double. There's a lower roof section which is waterproof, and then it's covered by a metal roof in the old Florida cracker style. But it's actually a very modern application of that.
Recently, VIP Structures completed the two newest additions to the charming coastal community of Useppa Island, the Rum Cove Cottage and the South Knoll Cottage. Perfectly situated to take advantage of the natural beauty of the island, the careful planning and construction of these historically inspired homes has made them elegant and luxurious while at the same time practical and functional, giving buyers the best of both worlds. It's this attention to detail and the flawless execution of a well-laid plan that make VIP Structures a different kind of developer. They not only design homes, they build them too.
VIP is a fully integrated set of companies. Because we're our own architects, we're our own contractors, our own developers. We're actually building these homes the way we would like to see them built, integrating that all from beginning to end. So we know, for instance, when we design, who will be putting it in place in the field. We know that we need to deal with a long-term commitment to making those houses low maintenance, And that's all integrated on day one, as well as looking at the green building standards and pulling those in so that we have homes which have a terrific performance over the life of the homes. Because we have all of our experts in-house, we can listen to you, we can create your dream into a reality.
For innovative style solutions to all your architecture, construction, and design needs, choose VIP Structures, the choice of discerning buyers for more than 3 decades. To see the Rum Cove Cottage and other VIP homes, visit VIPstructures.com.